Welcome to Elite Service Masters channel. If you've ever felt frustrated tackling home repairs, or maybe your DIY projects haven't exactly gone as planned, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving into some handyman hacks that actually work. No gimmicks, just practical tips to make your home projects faster, easier, and more successful. Whether you're fixing a leaky faucet, hanging shelves, or just trying to organize that chaotic tool drawer, stick around because we've got some life-changing tips coming your way. Let's kick things off with hack number 1. If you're struggling with a stripped screw, don't worry, you don't have to call it quits just yet. Grab a rubber band, place it over the screw head, and then use your screwdriver. The rubber band gives your tool extra grip, helping you remove even the most stubborn screws. Trust me, this trick will save you a ton of frustration. Next up, let's talk about wall anchors. Hanging something heavy on drywall? Don't rely on nails alone, they won't hold. Use a toggle bolt or molly bolt instead. These anchors spread out behind the wall to provide extra support. It's a simple fix, but it'll save you from shelves crashing down unexpectedly, especially when you've got those precious knickknacks or heavier items. Speaking of shelves, here's a pro tip for getting them perfectly level every single time. Instead of relying on just a spirit level and guessing, grab your smartphone. Most phones have a built-in leveling tool in the Compass app or through free downloads. Place your phone on top of the shelf and boom, perfectly level shelves with zero stress. Let's move on to plumbing problems. Everyone's favorite, right? Dealing with a clogged drain doesn't always mean you need to reach for chemical solutions. One hack that works wonders is using baking soda and vinegar. Pour half a cup of baking soda down the drain, followed by a cup of vinegar. Cover the drain for a few minutes, then flush it with hot water. It's a chemical reaction that breaks down gunk in the pipes naturally, and it's safe for your plumbing. Now let's look at painting. Ever struggled with getting the perfect paint line when you're working near edges or trims? Try using painter's tape, but here's the trick. After sticking it down, run a damp cloth along the edge to really seal it. This prevents paint from bleeding underneath the tape, giving you sharp, clean lines every single time. If you want to speed up your paint job, here's another hack. Use aluminum foil to cover doorknobs or tricky areas you can't remove. It molds perfectly around odd shapes and saves you from having to be extra careful with a brush. Plus, cleanup is a breeze. Just remove the foil and you're done. On to tool organization. It's easy to let tools pile up in a drawer or toolbox until you can't find what you need. Here's a hack to fix that. Use magnetic strips. You can install them on your wall or inside cabinet doors to hold things like screwdrivers, wrenches, or even small metal parts. It's a cheap and effective way to keep everything within easy reach. Now, let's talk about the tape measure trick. If you've ever found yourself measuring something but there's no one around to hold the other end of the tape, this one's for you. Most tape measures have a small notch in the metal tab at the end. This is designed to hook onto a nail or screw. So, hammer in a small nail where you need to start measuring, hook the tape's end onto it, and you're good to go, even without a second set of hands. While we're on the subject of measuring, let's not forget marking studs. Finding studs in the wall is crucial for securely hanging heavy items, but instead of marking them with a pencil, which can stain the wall, try using a small piece of painter's tape. You can write on the tape and it peels right off when you're done without leaving any marks behind. Another underrated hack. If you're working on a project and don't have a clamp handy, a bungee cord can be a great alternative. Just wrap it around the object you need to hold steady, and it will give you enough tension to keep things in place. Perfect for when you're working solo or in tight spaces. Let's talk about preventing rust on your tools. If you live in a humid environment, rust can be a huge issue. Here's a simple hack. Add a few pieces of chalk to your toolbox. Chalk absorbs moisture and will help keep your tools dry and rust-free. You can also use silica gel packets, the kind that come with new shoes or electronics, for the same purpose. Last but not least, let's deal with squeaky doors. If you've got a door hinge that creaks every time you open it, you don't need to buy fancy lubricants. Instead, Reach for cooking spray. A quick spritz on the hinge will quiet that squeak in no time. Just wipe off any excess and you're good to go. And there you have it. Simple handyman hacks that can save you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. These tricks aren't just for pros. They're perfect for anyone looking to make home repairs a little less daunting and a lot more efficient. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more hacks and DIY tricks. And hey, let us know in the comments, what's your go-to handyman hack that's made a difference in your home projects? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.